Have you ever had this experience? With some people, even at a first meeting, conversation flows and feels comfortable with others. No matter how hard you try to find topics, it still feels awkward. The reason is simple. Good conversationalists aren't using advanced tricks. The real secret is tucked inside a single everyday sentence. This one line can lighten the mood, bring hearts closer, and turn strangers into friendly, natural connections. Today on HL Whispers, I'll share the secret behind that sentence. Whoa, that's totally normal. Lily has been caring for her infant grandson every day and is swamped. From morning on, it's diapers and meals, the day disappears in a blink. By night, she's so exhausted she falls asleep the moment she lies down. One day over coffee with neighbors, she sighed, weary-faced. My grandson is adorable, but sometimes I'm so tired I want to cry. Friends laughed kindly. Ha ha, that's parenthood. Love and exhaustion. But Lily still looked drained. Then Monica, who'd been listening quietly, spoke softly. That's totally normal. Lily, anyone would feel tired. Love doesn't cancel that. That short sentence made Lily's eyes brighten. She exhaled, thinking, so my feelings aren't strange. See the power of a single line. That's totally normal validates the other person's feelings. Hearing it, people open up, the distance shrinks. When we share our troubles, what we need most isn't advice but resonance. This line accepts the emotion as, is helping the listener feel at ease. It also calms nerves, in painful moments. A gentle, that's totally normal, lets the tension release. For example, when someone says, I'm so tired, many jump to, tree to focus on the upside. Well, meaning, but it can feel like their fatigue is being dismissed. Instead, a simple, that's totally normal, I get it, creates instant empathy and eases the pressure. As Mencius said, the heart of compassion is in everyone. Genuine consideration may seem small, but it can transform a person's state of mind. So try using that's totally normal more often. Your one line might be the strength someone needs to keep going. 2, that's a really good point. David regularly attends a neighborhood book club. During one discussion, he cautiously offered, I think the author really highlights things we tend to overlook. The room went quiet. A few polite nods. No real response. David felt deflated, as if his view didn't matter. Then senior member Charles smiled and said, David, that's a really good point. I hadn't noticed that. Thanks for pointing it out. It gave me a new perspective. That one sentence lit David up, and the conversation became lively. That's a really good point, isn't empty flattery. It's real recognition. When someone's opinion is respected, they open up and engage more deeply. It's like a spotlight that makes their thinking clearer and brighter. Confidence grows. Psychologically, affirmation releases dopamine, bringing pleasure and nudging the dialogue in a positive direction. When people feel my ideas have value, they speak up more. As Voltaire said, to praise another's thought is to ignite the flame of wisdom. Respecting another's viewpoint is where true conversation begins. Use, that's a really good point, more often. Your affirmation can become someone's source of confidence and make your exchanges warmer and stronger. 3, I learned a lot. At a product launch meeting, Daniel presented his concept. He was nervous at first, but solid prep carried him through. Feedback was largely positive, but manager William from marketing offered some thoughtful critiques. Daniel felt rattled for a moment, then realized the suggestions were valuable. He smiled sincerely. Thank you, Manager William. I learned a lot from your feedback today. William nodded, thinking, looks like my input helped. Colleagues around them felt the warmth in the room. I learned a lot isn't a throwaway phrase. It's heartfelt gratitude and real respect for another's experience and insight. When people sense they've positively impacted someone, they feel satisfied and want to keep engaging. That draws people closer and strengthens trust. Research also shows that recognition triggers dopamine, joy, and motivation. I learned a lot makes conversations more natural, warmer, and gives others energy to keep talking. Confucius said, when 3 walk together, one can be my teacher. Humility and gratitude win respect and support. If someone inspired you today, say, "I learned a lot." It might warm their heart and deepen your relationship. 4. You must be exhausted. Julia spent the whole weekend on housework. Laundry, cleaning, 3 meals, barely stopping. By day's end, her husband Chris came home from work. Seeing her fatigue, he walked over gently. "Honey, you've been at it all day." "Thank you, it's a lot." That one sentence felt like a warm hand smoothing away her weariness. The built-up stress began to melt. Someone saw and understood my effort. She felt lighter. She smiled back. "You too, working overtime on a weekend must be exhausting." Surprised, Chris softened with a smile in that moment. There was more understanding and closeness between them. "You must be exhausted" isn't just consolation, it's genuine understanding and care. When hard work is acknowledged, the load feels lighter. It encircles a tired heart and lowers defenses. Inviting honest sharing, true empathy isn't just information. It's heart to heart, as Rousseau said. Understanding is the first need of the human heart. A simple, "you must be exhausted," can warm someone and bring you closer. When you see someone worn down, say it softly. It may be just the comfort that heals and deepens the bond. 5. I didn't think this through. At a neighborhood meeting about park renovations, David shared an idea enthusiastically. "With this design, residents will use it more easily." Neighbor Kevin added carefully, "It's a good proposal, but from a long-term maintenance view, another plan might fit better." David paused, then smiled. "I didn't think this through. For residents' convenience long-term, Kevin's suggestion is more realistic." Kevin returned a knowing smile. The atmosphere relaxed right away. David's candor made the discussion more positive. "I didn't think this through" isn't groveling. It's humble openness. It acknowledges others' views and builds trust and cooperation. When people feel their ideas are respected, they speak more and relationships mature. This line doesn't make you weak. It shows maturity and breadth. People feel your consideration, and the dialogue flows. It also creates room for growth, comforts the other person while showing your generosity and wisdom. Confucius said, "To know what you know and to admit what you do not know, that is knowledge." Admitting limits isn't scary. Genuine wisdom hides in humility. So next time someone offers a better idea, try, "I didn't think this through." It raises the temperature of the talk and strengthens the relationship. 6. I understand you. After a long time apart, Amy met friends for dinner. It should have been light and fun, but she noticed Nina, usually the most upbeat, looked unusually heavy. Mid-chat, Nina burst out, voice rising. "Work and home piled up. I'm at my limit. I can't see the end of it." Silence fell. The air froze. Amy moved beside her, held her hand, and said gently, "I understand you. I know it's been hard, and I know you've been trying so hard to keep going." Nina's eyes filled instantly. It wasn't perfunctory comfort, it was sincere empathy. In that moment, she felt understood and accepted. "I understand you" is a key that quietly opens a heart. It conveys respect and makes the exchange more genuine and deep. Carl Rogers said, "Real empathy is entering another's world and seeing with their eyes." When someone feels that level of empathy, their loneliness shrinks. So when someone shares hurt or exhaustion, say softly, "I understand you." A little understanding can change a conversation and warm a relationship. Warm words can transform an exchange. Language isn't only sound, it's a bridge for carrying our hearts to one another. Remember today's 6 lines, that's totally normal. That's a really good point. I learned a lot. You must be exhausted. I didn't think this through. I understand you. May these phrases echo warmly in your conversations. Have you ever been deeply moved by a single line? Share your story in the comments. Pass this along to someone who needs it, so more people can feel seen and supported. And don't forget to like and follow HL Whispers together. We'll learn to communicate with sincerity and spread more resonance.